My name is Alessandro Bocchi, and I'm the chief economist of the Kuwait China investment company KCIC based in Kuwait. The question is, when should the IMF and the World Bank reform? If not now, when? I will try to answer. So the World Bank and the IMF, as you all know, were created in 1945 after the Second World War to structure the new global order. And of course, because of their birth, they were born in Bretton Woods, in the agreement of Bretton Woods, the IMF to, let's say, regulate short-term issues in monetary policy. The World Bank more for developmental, long-term strategic issues. And the, what is now the World Trade Organization for regulating world trade. Given their birth in 1945, they basically reflect the world order of 1945. So the countries that had won the Second World War have a greater say in the board of these institutions, and so the US, the UK, now Japan. Eventually they became institutions that have the emerging market underrepresented. So China, Brazil, Russia, Mexico are not represented as much as they should if we look at their contribution to global growth. Now the world has changed. The 2008 crisis has only accelerated this change, and the emerging markets are contributing more and more to global growth. So they need to be represented more in the IMF and the World Bank. A few numbers. In 1995, the share of emerging markets in global trade was 30%, and in 2010 it rose to 45%. Foreign exchange reserves were in 1990 held, 2/3 of foreign exchange reserves were held by developed markets and only 1/3 by emerging markets. Now that ratio has flipped. In 2010, emerging markets hold 2/3 of the reserves and developed markets only 1/3. Of the FDIs going to emerging markets, 1/3 come from emerging markets themselves. Sovereign wealth funds are playing an increasing role in financing development and financing global growth. So all this basically says that emerging markets need to have a greater say in the institutions that are regulating the global economic development. The IMF definitely needs to have a higher role, a bigger role. Going forward, we will witness the declining slide of the dollar as a reserve currency, as the sole reserve currency. Over the next decade, we will see more reserve currencies that will accompany the dollar. The World Bank needs to oversee the development of the world. Global poverty needs to be tackled. Many people don't have access to education, don't have access to health, don't have access to water, and they need to be helped getting there. So I just see not a diminished role, but an increased role for international financial institutions, but with the essential caveat that reforms in terms of giving a greater voice to emerging markets are very much needed, and now is the time to do it. Thank you very much.